this is Marcel. I'm here today with Cihangir Yoga, and in this video we're going to do a level 3 practice for CY3 class. If this class level is new to you, it might be a little bit challenging, but I will offer you options to make it more accessible. And if you feel very confident in your practice, there might be spaces where you can go beyond of what I instruct. Feel free to have fun. And we're going to work around Garudasana Eagle pose. And this posture has a lot of contraction for the body, like your arms, your legs going to be wrapped up. And this is very limiting to space. And for me, that's always a great way to understand when outer space gets contracted and limited, how to focus on inner space, focusing on my breath to cultivate steadiness within myself. Okay, let's get started. Come to a seat. On top of your shins, hips on the heels. If this is uncomfortable, you can have a cross-legged seat. But then here, take a moment, resting your hands on your thighs, close your eyes. And sit up nice and tall, let the shoulders relax. Make sure the chest stays lifted and open. And then a full breath from your nose, inhale. From your mouth, easy exhale. Then holding your focus with your breathing. Feeling that motion of inhale and exhale, a rise and fall within your chest. And taking your hands in prayer, Anjali Mudra, with your thumbs resting on top of the heart. Again, feeling the rise and fall of your breath. And for your practice today, holding this focus, this attention. In any moment, in any space you go to, remember your breathing. Again, a full deep inhale. With the exhale, bow your head towards your heart. Then release your hand, lift your head, open your eyes. And we're going to get started in a table position. So, setting up hands shoulder distance and knees hip distance. And then here start to lean very gently back and forth, giving weight into your fingers and then leaning slightly back. Just take a moment to warm up the wrist and feel how the body is supporting the weight, how your arms and shoulders get engaged. And from here, turn your fingers pointing to the sides, and then integrating circles. So you're leaning towards the right, going forward over to the left, and backwards. But still focusing on how your arms, your shoulders are engaged, your fingers gripping into the ground, feeling the body strong and supported. And to intensify this, lift your knees off the ground. Toes tucked, knees hovering. Keep circling, keep leaning back and forth, left to right, anything that feels good. Maybe you want to shake the hips a bit. See how the body wants to move while you're supporting your body with knees hovering. Then bring the knees down, reset your hands, shoulder distance, fingers pointing forward. But then walk the knees slightly back and sink your hips towards the heels for an extended shoulders. And then here, press your hands down, elbows are lifted. And again, find your breath from your nose. Inhale, your mouth, exhale. And we're going to start moving with our breath. So on your inhalation, rise up, lifting into table. With the exhale, bend the elbows with control, hover down to the ground. And inhale, press back up into table position. Exhale, child's pose, hips to heels. Again, inhale, rise to table. Exhaling forward, hover to the ground. And the inhale, press back into table. With the exhale into child's pose. Now integrating Cobra, inhale to rise table. Exhaling forward, hover to the ground. For your inhalation, untuck the toes, lift the heart. Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhalation, release down. Inhale, tuck the toes, press the table. Exhale into child's pose. Again, inhale, rise table. Exhale, hover to the ground. Once more, Bhujangasana Cobra. Inhale, rise, lift the heart, charge your legs. Exhale, release down. Inhale to table. Exhale to child's pose. One last time. Inhale, rise table. Exhaling forward, hover to the ground. Full Cobra, inhale to rise. Exhale, steady hold. Ease in your shoulders, elbows hugging to center. And from here to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips high. And then use this first downward facing dog. You can stretch the legs, pedal the heels, maybe twist, shake out the hips.
Anything that makes you feel more connected, more present in this place. But then slowly taking those motions into stillness, grounding your hands, using the strength of your arms to lengthen the spine, lift up, supporting your hips. Then focusing into your breathing, connecting with inhale and exhale. From downward facing dog into plank. Have a shoulder over wrist. Make sure you keep your arms and legs strong and straight. The heels are drawing back, chest is opening forward, shoulders away from your ears, neck is comfortable. And then from your plank, lean forward, bend the elbows with control, like you want to hover into chaturanga, and release down to the ground. From here, cobra, lift the chest up, full breath. With your next breath, upward facing dog, straight arms, hover the legs, hard forward, shoulders back. Tuck the toes, hips high, into downward facing dog. And again, grounding into your down dog, feeling your breath. And then getting ready for one more circle. So here, low onto plank, shoulder over wrist. Again, engage the body one straight line. And thinking of an elevator, lean forward, bend the elbows, hovering this line with control to the ground. And with your breath, pick it up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Straight arms into up dog, Uttara. And tuck the toes, hips in, into downward facing dog. Then from here, your choice, you can step or bend the knees, jump, come to the front of your mat. Setting up Ardha Uttanasana. Lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back. Stretching your spine halfway parallel to the ground. Fingertips can be on the floor or on the kneecaps. Again, lengthen your inhale. With the exhale, folding Uttanasana. Release your head, your neck, shoulders, fingertips to the ground, folding. This first Uttanasana is tough. You can work the legs, bend the knees, re-straighten. Make sure you feel comfortable when you're moving. Then again, Ardha Uttanasana, open halfway. Take your hands to your hips, shoulders back. With steady legs, strong, rise up to stand. Tadasana. Reach to the sky with Tadasana, lengthen. Expand the body, full breath. With the exhale, hands to the heart, bow forward. Uttanasana. Open halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And step into plank supine. Again, steady your plank. From here to chaturanga. Bend the elbows even halfway. Hover, hold. Upward facing dog. Straight arms lift the heart, shoulders go back. And into down dog. Tuck the toes, hips go high. And from downward facing dog once more. Your choice. Step or bend the knees and jump. Float to the front. Open halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Lengthen the spine. Easy to fold, Uttanasana. Again, open halfway. Hands by your hips. Open chest, strong legs, rise to stand. Reach to the sky, Tadasana, lengthen, lift with the heart. And with your exhalation, hands to the heart, bow forward, Uttanasana. Open halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Step into plank. Holding your plank strong, from here to chaturanga. Bend the elbows even halfway, hold steady. Pressing into upward facing dog, untuck the toes, heart forward, shoulders back. Into down dog, retuck the toes, hips go high. And one more time, step or bend the knees, jump, front of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana, open halfway. Lengthen to fold, Uttanasana. Then again, halfway, hands by your hips. Rise up to stand, Tadasana. Here in Tadasana, take your legs to touch. And then finding your hands in prayer pose or in Kali Mudra. So you can interlace your fingers, just keeping the pointers straight. And then interlacing your thumbs with the left hand on top, Kali Mudra. And then reach your arms straight up to the sky. From here, creating one line, stretching from your heels into your fingertips. Keeping this line, leaning your upper body to the left, hips to the right. Make sure the chest stays facing towards the sky. Leaning the hips to the side, upper body to the opposite, stretch. And then release to center and the opposite. Upper body goes to the right, hips go to the left.
Squeeze the legs in, make sure your chest is facing up. Expand the side body, stretch and breathe. And back to center and release your arms, shake off the legs. So from here, we're going to go into Garudasana and we're going to start balancing on the right side. Bring the left knee up. From here, we're going to bring the knees on top of each other. So very gentle, bend the standing leg, place the left knee on top. Holding your balance, try to tuck the left toes behind the right thigh. Sorry, behind the right calf. If this is not available, foot can stay here, that's fine. Make sure you keep the knees squeezing while the hips are square. Let the hips sit and hold your balance. From here, placing the right elbow on top, wrap up your forearms into full Garudasana. Hold the hips square, let the chest lift, shoulders relaxed. Keep your arms as they are. Rise up to stand on the right, left knee to your belly. Release your arms, standing Tadasana. And the second side. Give your weight to the left, bring the right knee up. First, gentle bend in the left knee, and then stack the right knee on top. See if you can tuck the right foot behind the left calf. For me on this side, that's not really available, so I'm going to keep the foot by the side, hips are square. And then shoulders relaxed, interlace your forearms, Garudasana, left elbow on top. Again, squeeze the legs together, squeeze your arms together, but keep expanding, keep focusing onto your breath, keeping a light attitude while the body is working. Then keep your arms, rise up to stand on the left, right knee in. And release Tadasana, shake it off. And from here, reach your arms into the sky, Uttanasana, expand, lengthen. And with your exhale, hands to the heart, bow forward, Uttanasana. Open halfway out of Uttanasana. From here, step or plant your hands and jump into Chaturanga. Find Chaturanga, stay pole, pressing into upward facing dog. And from here into downward facing dog, tuck the toes, hips high. From downward facing dog, step the right foot to the inside of the right hand. Take a moment on fingertips. Feel the legs strong. Make sure the feet are hip distance. And then rise up, hands by your hips. High lunge stance. Steady your balance. Keep the back leg charged from knees bent. And then reach your arms to the sky. Full harika. If you like hands in prayer, or find your Anjali Mudra. Keep expanding your upper body. But using this expansion, start to lean forward. Feel weight shifting onto your right leg, the left leg is getting light. With that lightness, step into warrior three. You can bend the right knee a bit, easier to balance, but lift the left leg, reach your arms forward. From here, open your arms, bend the left knee, pull it to center, rise to stand. From here to Garudasana, bend the standing leg, bring the left knee on top. Try to tuck the left foot behind the right calf. And then interlace your arms, right elbow on top. Again, full Garudasana. Focusing onto your breath, letting the body contract, limiting space, but feeling how spacious you can be on the inside. Hold your arms, rise to stand, balance on the right. And release Tadasana, shake it off. Jidasana, stretch your arms to the sky, expand with the heart, and with your exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Open halfway out of Uttanasana, step or float, Chaturanga, hold, steady, upward facing dog, straight arms lift the heart, into downward, tuck the toes high. Second side, now bring the left foot to the inside of the left hand. Again on fingertips, feel the legs strong, make sure feet are hip distance, and then rise up, find your balance for the lunge, and reach your arms to the sky, high pressure. Here, hands in prayer or maybe Kali Mudra, and then keep your upper body stretching but lean forward. You want to feel weight shift, left leg is getting loaded,
Right foot gets light and then float it with control into warrior three. From your toes into fingertips, stretch. Expand the body from the center. Keeping that expansion, open your arms, bend the right and pull it towards your belly. Balance on the left into Garudasana. Bend the standing leg, stack the knees, maybe tuck the right foot. From here, wrap your arms, left elbow on top, full Garudasana. Again, feeling the outer space of the body getting limited. Focusing on your breath to open inner space. Hold your arms, rise up to stand, balance on the left, and release that asana, shake it off. Tadasana, rise and stretch. Again, with your exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Open heart a little halfway. Step or float, Chaturanga. Easy in Chaturanga, hold, pressing into upward facing up. And from here, give the full breath heart forward, and tuck the toes hip side into downward facing dog. We're going to do one more tour, but now starting from a different position. So first step the right foot in the center between your hands, and spin the left heel down. So make sure front heel and back arch are in one line, and then it's a Trikonasana. Right hand stays on top of the right foot or ankle. Stretch the right leg straight. Keep the leg straight, grounding. Roll the left shoulder back. Chest is facing sideways. And then reach the left hand to the sky. Full Trikonasana. If you feel steady and grounded, maybe you can turn your gaze towards the left hand. And into Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand to the hip, gaze to the ground. First, we bend the right knee. Place the right hand fingertips in front of you, and easy. Step into the right leg balance, lift the left leg up. Flex the left toes, open the leg, the hip to the side. Open your chest, stack the shoulders, reach the left hand to the sky. Full Ardha Chandrasana. From here into Warrior 3. First, square the hips. Keep the left leg lifted. But then find your balance, take your hands to the heart. If you like, expand your hands forward, arms straight, maybe in Kali Mudra. Full Warrior 3, stretch from toes to fingers. From here, balance, rising to the right leg, left knee bent. And again, Garudasana, stack the knees, maybe tucking the left foot. Hold your center steady, right elbow on top, Garudasana, arms right up your forward. Again, let the body ground into this place, hold your balance, catch your breath. And with control, release to balance, stand, and Tadasana, shake it off. Again, Tadasana, rise and stretch, reach, bow forward, Uttanasana. Open halfway out of Uttanasana, step or float, your Chaturanga. Steady here, pressing to up dog. Shoulders back, heart forward. And into down dog, tuck the toes inside. And last time on the left. Trikonasana. Step the left foot in the center. Spin the right heel down. First, stretch the left leg straight. Feeling supported, steady on your legs. Roll the right shoulder back. Chest is opening to the side. Reach the right into the sky. If you feel strong and balanced here, turn your gaze towards the right hand. Ardha Chandrasana, gaze to the floor, right hand by your hip. With control, bend the left knee, step onto the left side. Bring the right leg up, balance. Engage the right toes, open them to the side. Open the chest, reach the right into the ceiling as well. Stretch into all directions. Think of a star rise and shine. Warrior 3. Keep the right leg lifted, square the hips, chest faces down. Find your balance, hands to the heart. Once you got your balance, maybe expand your arms forward. Find Kali Mudra, reach to the front. Stretching toes to fingertips. Lengthen from the center. Open your arms.
Rise up to stand on the left, pull the right knee in. Steady your balance, sitting into Garudasana. Right knee on top of the left, hips are square, maybe tuck the right foot. And then Garudasana, arms, left elbow on top. Holding steady, hold your balance, connecting with your breath. Hold your arms as they are, rise to stand. And with control, release, shake it off, Tadasana. Stay in Tadasana, close your eyes, placing the left hand on top of the heart and the right hand on top. Then take a moment here with the sensation of your hands, feel your body. You can feel that strong and steady beat in your chest, the heart pumping. You can feel that strong and light flow of your breath. Inhale and exhale. And feeling the practice stimulating you, activating energy, allowing you to ground and connect deeper with the energy that you own within your body. And cleansing breath. From your nose, inhale, from your mouth, easy. Exhale. And then release your hands to Tadasana. From here, reach up into Tadasana and lengthen. And again, with your exhale, bow forward to Uttanasana. Open half the Ardha Uttan. Step off floor, Chaturanga and Vinyasana. Steady Chaturanga first. Pressing into upward facing dog. And from here, into downward facing dog. And continue with Pigeon Pose. So bring the right shin forward, left knee on the ground behind you. See if you can get the right shin parallel to the front of your mat, but make sure you're holding the hip square. If this is too difficult, the foot can stay closer by the hip. But then walk the left knee back, sitting deep into your pigeon. Maybe see if you can bring the forearms down. But keep the legs engaged. Keep your back knee pressing down. And from here, using your forearms, lengthen the chest forward. Again, expand the body out. Find space with your breath. And from here, we're going to do some side plank Vajrasana transitions. So first, rise up. Place your hands at the front of your mat, shoulder distance. Then take the left foot slightly in. Lift the left knee. Press into your hands, round in your upper back. Lift the right leg off. Pull it towards your belly. Hover and hold. Hold the right leg. And then with control, tap the right knee on the floor under your hips. Open the lower leg in the space by your side. And then spin your back foot to the inner edge. From here, grounding your back foot, feeling the sole on the floor. And then roll the left shoulder back, reach the left arm up to the sky. And then expanding your side body from left heel, stretch into your top arm, lengthen it forward. Again, here with your breath, going deeper, holding the body steady. And we're going to switch sides. Place the left hand down, turn the left foot to the outer edge. Step the right foot in front of your hip for supported Vajrasana side plank. And then stack the shoulders, reach the right arm to the sky. Gaze to the front of your mat. From here, lift the right heel. Holding the right hand and the right knee together, lift the right knee up as well. Hover and hold. Hover and hold in one controlled stand. Spin your back foot down. Step the right foot to the front. Sessis without sound. And from here into Hanumanasana. First, get the right leg straight. Take a moment, make sure hips stay square. And to the best of your ability, move the left knee back. See how deep you can go into your Hanuman. Then again, focus on expanding the body. Using your breath, keep the chest open, shoulders back, heart lifted. And maybe at some point, see if you can go deeper into your Hanuman. Keep the left toes tucked, move the knee slightly to center, hold the hips square, press it down, maybe find a deeper stretch. And then at your deepest position here, see if you can lower further forward, folding over your front leg. Bone as deep as you can, stretching the muscles. Again, finding easy breath. And wrap it up, release. Downward facing dog.
Second side, bring the left shin forward for pigeon pose. Again, try to bring the shin parallel to the front of your mat if that's not available. Take the foot closer to your hip. But walk the right leg back, toes stay tucked. Take a moment while the hips are grounding and square. Lift the chest, expand. And then lower onto your forearms. Again, you want to keep the legs strong. Right knee is pressing down. At the same time, I'm expanding the chest forward, lengthening from my right heel into the heart, into the crown of the head. And into this lengthening, opening, extending my breath, easing into space. And rise back up into your hands. Make sure there's shoulder distance at the front of your mat. First, lift the right knee, engage the ground in your neck. Press into the ground. Lift your hips, lift the left knee, pull it in. Hover and hold. With control, tap the left knee down. Open the leg to the side. Now spin your back foot so the whole foot is grounding. And then roll the right shoulder back, reach the right arm out. From your back foot heel, stretch your top arm forward, expand this side body. Think of one line to open and lengthen. And then breathing into this. And switching sides. Bring the right hand down. Turn your back foot to the outer edge. Step the left foot in front of you. First here, steady the hips, use your legs to support. And then stack the shoulders, reach the left hand. Keep looking to the front of your mat. We're going to step, but lightly without a sound. Lift the left heel. Holding the left knee with the left hand. Bring it up, hug it in. With control, flip your back foot onto your toes. Step the left foot forward. Right knee down. And coming into Hanuman. So first, left leg goes straight. And then here, holding the hips square. See how far you can move the right leg back. Open space for the hips to sit in. But while the hips are stretching, opening, going deep into the legs, let your upper body expand. Hearts lifted, shoulders back. Stay on fingertips, finding knees with your breath. See to deepen. If the right knee can come slightly in, square the hips more. Stretch and open. And then try to fold forward. Maybe stay on fingertips, lean the torso slightly in. If you go very deep, maybe your forearms can touch the ground. Maybe you can release, fold over the straight leg. And then slowly back off, step by step, into downward facing dog. Take a moment here, shake out the hips, ease out the legs, find a full breath, easy inhale, relaxing exhale. And then come down to table position and get ready for headstand Shishasana 1. If you're new to inversions, balancing on your head, you can use a wall. Yeah? So just setting up your hands so your fingers are touching the wall and then using the wall support to come upside down. If you feel pretty confident in your inversions, feel free to do any variation you like. I'm going to work on Garudasana legs, feel free to follow. So setting up, forearms on the ground, elbows shoulder distance, hands into legs. And then first, place the head down. Keep shoulders away from your ears, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Walk your feet forward till you feel hips over shoulders, toes are getting light. Legs straight with the lightness, float it up. Engage the legs, slowly lifting into a straight line, Shishasana headstand. Engage the legs, find the strength. From here for Garudasana. First open the legs, right knee is bent. Then take the right knee on top. Maybe tuck the right toes, if you can. Holding this place, find balance of the legs in Garudasana. With control, release back to straight. The second side. Then release, left knee on top. Maybe tuck the toes. Squeeze the legs together. Holding Garudasana here and upside down. And release back to straight. Squeeze the legs, find your straight line. Urdhva hover the legs parallel to the ground. Hold. And tap the toes down. Come to seat and close your eyes. Again, a full breath from your nose, inhale. From your mouth, exhale. And once more, sitting still, feeling the body, highly energized and stimulated. But feeling with each breath, you're connecting deeper, grounding into the strength that you're holding within your body. And again, cleansing breath from your nose in, from your mouth, exhale out. And downward facing dog. Find the toes, hips high. And then step the right foot to the inside of the right hand. Bring the left knee down. And twist the thigh stretch. First, turn the chest to the side. Stack the shoulders, reach the right into the sky. And thigh stretch, bend your back knee. Grab the foot, pull it towards your hip. See if you can connect hip and heel to touch. Once you got this connection, try to lower your left forearm to the ground. But hold your twist while the hips are sitting in. You should feel a deep stretch at the front of your left leg and thigh. Now thinking of your back knee, pressing down, pulling forward. Holding your twist, chest is lengthening, the crown of the head is lengthening. Open space, again breathing. And release downward facing up. A moment to stretch and switch sides. Left foot forward, right knee down. First twist, turn the chest to the side. And then thigh stretch. Bend your back knee, grab your foot, pull it in. Connect hip and heel to touch, holding your twist. See if the right forearm can find the floor. And then lean the hips deeper in while you're holding the chest open and twisting. And press your right knee down from here, lengthen to the front of the body, stretching into the crown of your head. Again, opening space and with your breath easing into it. And again, slowly release, downward facing up. And from your downward facing dog, find your way to the floor and onto your back. If you like, just easy or hovering from plank, chaturanga, down to the ground, and from here turn. You're going to work into half bridge to Bhujangasana. So keep the knees bent, feet are close to your hips, legs hips distance. First, press your arms down, hug the shoulders and lift the chest slightly. Press your feet down, lift the hips. Keep the hips lifted, interlace behind your back. Hug your shoulders and press your arms down. Use that strength to lift the chest. Press your feet down, use the strength of your legs, lift the hips. From here into Urdhva full bridge. Release your hands, keep the hips high. Place your hands next to your head, thumbs by your ears. First, rise into the crown of your head. Reset your hands shoulder distance, elbows in, and then straight out, press it into full Urdhva. Here you can stay still or work dynamic. Use your leg strength, pump the chest, pump the heart forward. And once you find a deeper space, fully open, expand from your legs, from your heels into the heart. Feel the body strong and opening. One full breath into it. And with your exhale, release down. Let's take a moment, relax. And one more time, Urdhva. Place your hands next to your head. First, rising the hips up, rise into the crown. From here, reset your hands, elbows in, and press it straight up. First, steady your arms, keep the chest expanding open. We're going to work into Ekapada one-legged. Take the feet slightly into balance. And then bend the right knee, pull it to your belly. Work the left leg, expand into your chest. And from here, stretch the right leg straight to the best of your ability. Reset the right foot down. First bend the left knee, pull it in. Work the right leg, lift the chest forward. Stretch the left leg straight. Expand the top leg, expand the chest. Reset Urdhva Konasana. Again, give it a full move. Work the legs, maybe lift the heels, expand. And with your next breath, slowly release. Come into the back. And into Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the feet to touch, open the knees to the side. And then resting your right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. With eyes closed to full breath, from your nose in, from your mouth exhale out. And you're easing into stillness. Let the body soften. And with this softening, this relaxation, feel deeply present, deeply grounded, rooted within yourself. And again, cleansing breath from your nose, inhale, from your mouth, easy exhale. Then bring your knees to touch in the center. Very gentle start to windshield wiper twist. Rolling your legs from the left to the right. Without too much forcing, allow the hips to mobilize. Ease out your lower back. Then here, place the right knee on top of the left. Again, Garudasana legs. First, shift your hips slightly to the right. Then find a deep twist, legs in Garudasana to the right. Make sure the hips are stacked. Your upper body, torso, shoulders are even on the ground. And then again, let the body release with your breath, naturally easing deeper. Releasing breath, come back to center and switch sides. Now left knee on top. First adjust your hips slightly to the left, twist your legs towards the right. And then the hips are stacked, shoulders, torso are even on the ground. And again focus into your breathing, you can close your eyes. And again feel how the inhale is naturally opening space. With the exhale you can ease deeper into that inner space. Feeling relaxed, comfortable. Again, one releasing breath. Come back to center. For a last moment, hug your knees into your belly, rolling left to right, giving your lower back a sweet massage. Then lean over to one side. Use the support of your hands, rise up to seat. And one final Paschimottanasana. Stretch both legs straight forward, keeping them slightly apart. Then first engage your legs, heels are pressing down, sit up nice and tall. And then using this engagement, see how much you can tilt the hips to pelvis forward. And then keeping this tilt from here, start to lengthen the torso forward. Instead of folding down, think of expanding to the front, reaching with your arms. It's okay to bend the knees slightly. I'm going to come here again later. First focus on lifting out of the core of your lower back, create space. And then here grabbing your ankles, your feet, whatever is available, but then using this connection, going deeper. Pull yourself down. Coming to the deepest folding position, now see if you can re-straighten the legs. Try to stretch them straight, pressing your belly towards your thighs, expanding the chest to the front. And then finally going to the deepest place, rounding your upper back, allow your head to get heavy, see how much you can release down. And then in this deepest space, again, focus on your breath. And stay in this deepest position, slowly soften the engagement. Soften your shoulders, upper back. Drop your arms, release your legs. And then slowly, keeping the head heavy, step by step rise up to seat. Lifting from your lower back into the chest and head is coming up. Then here, find a comfortable seated posture. If you like, you can use a block or pillow, anything that you have close by. And we're going to do very basic pranayama. A couple of circles. From the nose with Ujjayi breathing, holding Jalandhara Bandha. We're going to inhale 5, hold 10, exhale 10 again. Okay, find your seat, close your eyes. Cleansing breath from your nose, inhale. From your mouth, exhale. Then lower chin to chest, Jalandhara Bandha. Breathing from your nose, inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5. Hold 10. Exhale 10. And cleansing breath. Inhale, lift your head up. From your mouth, exhale. One more time, a full breath from your nose all the way into your belly. From your mouth, release, cleansing, exhale. Then keep your eyes closed, stay still in your seat. Letting your breath flow naturally without any control. But feeling this deep focus, a very clear and steady presence, with your mind grounded within your body, all thoughts and sensations centered into the seat. Feeling the body light and peaceful, feeling your mind calm and relaxed. And keep listening to your breath. With each inhale and exhale, sink deeper into this stillness. Again, a loud breath, deep inhale, releasing exhale. And then your choice, you can stay in meditation or release into Shavasana. Finish this practice in any way that serves you the best. Thanks a lot for joining me today. Namaste.